Shinwando.
It's all in the reflexes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Retro Review. I am your host, the Bearded Geek. Joining me as always is Mikey the Freak.
Shinwando.
And Steve.
Shinwando.
Today we're going to be reviewing the movie Big Trouble in Little China. But before we get into that, let's check out the trailer for it, shall we?
Yes, shall we?
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum,
Oh, Jesus,
ba-dum-bum,
this trailer's gotta be.
ba-dum-bum.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
Like I
Pretty
told my
amazing
ex-wife.
planet we live on here, and a man would have to be some kind of fool to think we're all alone in this universe.
There is a hidden world where ancient evil weaves a modern mystery.
What's going on here? Is this some kind of
Magic. The darkest magic.
Lopan!
They call it Little China.
Finally, we shall bring order out of chaos.
So you just wipe that on your shirt, huh?
It's where Big Trouble was waiting for Jack Burton.
Who? Jack Burton. Me.
Jack?
Jack?
Jack!
They told him to go to hell.
You make one move.
And that's just where he's going.
Somebody, I don't care who, tell me what is going on.
How are you gonna spring us?
That was good.
I have no idea.
That's about I have no idea.
That is great. That's a perfect trailer right there. You don't need anything else.
I agree.
That was good.
So let me tell you a little bit more about this. IMDb states that a rough and tumble trucker and his sidekick face off with an ancient sorcerer in a supernatural battle beneath Chinatown. Kind of describes it, but they're basically going after a kidnapped woman because they wanted to steal and sell a green-eyed Chinese woman. At least that's what they
Which is
thought at
very rare.
first.
Chinese women do not have green eyes.
Yeah, but they need the green-eyed Chinese woman to make Lopan's body flesh again because he's no flesh. He just walks through stuff to bring him back from the undead or whatever it is.
He's immortal. He's immortal. To make him mortal again.
We'll go with that. So this movie has Raiden, some wind god,
It's the three storms. The storms.
Yeah.
The three storms.
Yes, the three storms. My first impressions of this movie.
Mortal Kombat.
As I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, this is cheesy as hell. This is it was cheesy. It was super cheese.
When was the last time you watched Big Trouble in Little China?
Yesterday.
Wait. You picked this movie.
I did pick this movie.
Your first time watching it.
Because I wanted to see it. Like, everybody talks about this movie, and I'm like,
why didn't you watch it in 1985?
I've seen pieces of it. I have not watched it all the way through. And there's a reason for that, apparently, because it is your typical kung fu style movie from that era. Like, I would associate it basically on the same level as, say, Bloodsport or something like that, as far as the type stuff that they do.
Get out of here. This is John Carpenter. This is cinematic.
I don't give a damn who
cinematic
filmed
masterpiece.
It looks and
who
sounds
wrote it,
exactly the same.
Who filmed it? Who produced it? Who edited
Halloween?
it?
The same John Carpenter did
Halloween.
It is the same John Carpenter. It is the same John Carpenter.
Guy.
Yeah, but it held my attention. It did have a lot of action. I will give it that. But there was a lot of points where I'm like, what in the hell is going on here?
Cinematic masterpiece. That's what.
And this is why we do the show, because we can have differences of opinion.
We always have different opinions.
Yes.
No,
But-
there's just the right opinion, and then there's your opinion.
That makes sense. And then my opinion.
Right. But yeah, it held my attention. It was a fun movie. I'm not going to say it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. I can't say that.
I know Steve could.
But yeah, but it was a fun movie. But that was my first impressions of this movie. Steve, what were your first impressions of this movie, sir?
My first impressions of this movie is Jack Burton's amazing. Kurt Russell, James Hong. What is not to love about Big Trouble in Little China? John Carpenter produced it, wrote it, directed it, as we stated. It's just a lot of fun. I've been watching this movie since I was a little Steve. I'll be watching this movie when I'm an older Steve. This movie is fun all around. I really dig it.
All right. Mikey the Freak, how about
Mikey
you,
the Freak, what about you, sir?
Look, I haven't seen this movie in years. I did like it when I was little. I probably saw the first time, I don't know, probably in the early 90s. I never saw it in the theaters. Of course, it was 85. It was way too soon. But I did see it in the theater. Did see it in the 90s. I thought it was funny then, kind of funny, corny type. I did associate the three wins as
storms.
Combat.
The three storms.
Sorry, three fucking storms. Jesus. As Raiden from Mortal Kombat, of course, because I played Mortal Kombat at the same time frame when I watched it. But no, I thought Kurt Russell was. I thought he was overacting in this movie. I thought Kim Cattrall's rendition of her character was
Gracie
just
Law. Don't worry,
stupid.
it's just me,
Like
Gracie
she was
Law.
like she was dumb. Like she had no clue what was going on. Same thing with Kurt Russell, had no clue what was going on, try to wing it. But
Russell was more believable though to me, because he's like, well, you need to tell me what's going on. All this source, he says, you think I'm going to believe all this BS that's going on?
Yeah. And then everybody else knew what's going on.
Kim Cattrall should totally know what's going on because she's a reporter in the area. Jack Burton is just a dude that drives a truck.
Exactly.
But her being a reporter, it seemed like she still was kind of like wouldn't completely say exactly, because she had no clue the true story, it seemed.
Yeah. Yeah, she may have known bits and pieces or whatever, but like she didn't know everything. I got
no, I didn't like the acting in the movie. I thought the acting was kind of far fetched and over the top, and
when you had the big
wrong movie, Over the Top is Stallone.
Yeah.
It's same. It's a truck driver.
I get it. When you have people
that's right,
jumping in the air, sword fighting as they're passing by each
other. Whoa. Okay, first of all,
that was the weirdest cinematographer I've ever seen.
By that point in the movie, they have already drank the potion that will give them a strength of 1,000 men. All right, they've already drank the potion that will make the impossible possible. So there's a reasoning behind what you are trying to semi-complain about on how silly it is. It's given an explanation and a rationality behind it. Okay. Someone obviously wasn't following the plot.
I was following the plot.
Either way, I still like.
I wasn't talking to you.
Like the movie.
I was talking to Mikey.
Yeah, I still like the movie. And would I watch it again? Yeah, I'd end up watching it again. Would I recommend it?
Yes, absolutely. I watch this movie like every month. I watch this movie all the time. I'm not even kidding. This is a background movie for me.
I'm gonna jump into ratings here. Like I said, I did enjoy the movie, as cheesy as the fighting was, and stuff like that. Steve's you're just waiting for the rating at this point. I think I gotta give it. I would recommend this movie. I will say I would recommend this movie probably for background music. I wouldn't recommend it
just because Steve said it. Don't mean you need to agree.
No. Hey, we all know I disagree a lot with Steve. So
every week.
I would give this
it's true. It's damn true.
I'd give it a 7.5. I'd give it a 7.5.
It's got to be. You can't give it a 75. I know it's an amazing film, but you can't give it a 75. It's on the scale
75 out of 10.
Okay, I give it a 7.5 out of 100.
Okay, thank you. Out of 100. Jesus. I'll take the 75.
No, it's a 7.5 out of 10. So, Steve, what would you rate it?
Oh, this movie is a bunch of fun. It is cheesy. It is campy. For me though, it's a solid 8.5. It's just a grade above Kevin. No, Bearded Geek. It's a 7. He gives it a 7.5. I give it an 8.5. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Mikey the Freak.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet you in the middle. I'm gonna go with a solid 8. Funny movie. A lot of fighting. Yeah, corny, but yeah, I like Kurt Russell as an actor, so definitely worth the watch. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Did they ever explain the bear monkey thing that
Nope.
creature?
Nope. Don't need to.
No?
Nope. Chinese
Okay.
mythology. Did
Okay.
they ever explain the floating eye? No. You will not come back from where you came. What does that mean?
That's very true.
True.
All right, some fun facts about this movie.
Fun fact about this movie, my wife and I went to San Francisco Chinatown, and the entire time we were walking around, my wife was enjoying it while I was going ba-na-na, na-na-na, da-na-na, na-na-na.
The Kurt Russell confessed on DVD commentary that he was afraid of starring in the movie because he had made a bad string of movies that flopped at the box office. When he asked John Carpenter about it, he told Kurt that it didn't matter to him. He just wanted to make the movie with him. That makes sense. The Chinese character in the main title translate to evil spirits make a big scene in little spiritual state.
Cool story, bro.
The three storms were partially the inspiration for the popular character of lightning god Raiden from Mortal Kombat. So there you go.
It is, of course.
So that is all I have for facts
Suck it.
about this movie. Steve, what do we have for a soundtrack?
Oh, there's really not much of a soundtrack. The entire soundtrack was written by the director, producer, and editor, John Carpenter. You have your title track of Big Trouble in Little China.
What was that?
That was a burp and me just talking right with it. You have,
That's what he feels about the soundtrack.
You have Big Trouble in Little China. You have Into the Spirit Path. You have Chopped Pork Express. You have Here Come the Storms, Lopan's Domain, The Alley, Escape from Wing Kong, The Great Arcade, and The Final Escape.
All right. Mikey the Freak, what do we have for some related reels?
Let's go with the main character, Kurt Russell. We're going to go with Overboard with Goldie Hawn. That's a good
gotta
movie.
Be on there, yeah.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He's Ego. He was Star-Lord's father.
Volume 2.
And The Hateful Eight, which was a huge cast of A-plus celebrities. So that's a great movie, The Hateful Eight.
Yeah, I could do without the majority of the N-words and the speech that Sam Jackson gives in the middle of the film. Other than that, I love the Hateful Eight. Sure, why not?
Yeah,
Sure.
Hateful Eight was good.
Yeah, sure, why not?
But I did put a notable, I guess, the Escape from L.A. That's always a good Kurt Russell movie. Yeah. Everybody's got to have that one on there.
Wait. You just said Escape from L.A.
Yeah.
Do you mean Escape from New York?
No, there's an Escape from LA.
Yeah, I know there's an Escape from LA, and it's a horrible movie.
No, he was in Escape from New York as well.
Big Trouble in Little China is better than Escape from LA.
That's true.
He surfs. He surfs in Escape from LA. Snake Plissken. Snake.
No,
it doesn't. This movie makes more sense than Escape from LA.
We'll agree to disagree.
All right, there's a giant earthquake on the San Andreas Fault in California, separated from the United States, making it its own entity place where they keep prisoners. And then the daughter's president or the president's daughter gets stuck, and Snake Plissken must go inside and surf away with Steve Buscemi.
The daughter's president, huh?
And then Bruce Campbell plays an elective surgeon.
All right. Well, Steve, where can we find you on your podcast?
Well, are we doing
Jackass.
anyone else? We got
I ain't
other
done
people.
yet. No, I ain't done with that.
We got
yet.
more than just Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
finished with them.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so
James
I gotta do
Hong, Kim
James
Cattrall.
Hong, yes, Balls of Fury, Tango and Cash, and Revenge of the Nerds.
2. It's
Two.
Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise. He plays Snot.
Yes, it is. Snotty. And then Victor Wong, Trimmers. The last Jesus.
The last Jesus.
Emperor.
Wasn't there only one?
It was an Asian Jesus. The Last Emperor. And of course, the Golden Child.
An honorable mention to 3 Ninjas. Anybody
And
seen
the
a
Three
nigga
Ninjas,
midget
yeah.
with a $100 bill running around? You seen a nigga midget with a $100 bill? Nah,
I'm gonna
paddle your ass. Paddle your ass when I find you.
All right, now, Steve, where can people find you on your
Man,
podcast?
people can find me on the last podcast you want. That's when people find me. Yeah, it's like Donkey from Shrek. Yeah, Donkey. Last podcast you want is right up there by Mikey the Freak. Yeah. All right. Me and the Back to the Retro Review on another adventure. I'm all alone. Okay, I'm sorry. Just keep going.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
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 I fucked a dragon.
Make sure you check out we are on Back to the Retro Review. Make sure you check out the Mod Squad, where we have a horror show, a gamer show, a movie talk Monday, and a wrestling show. And we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. Make sure you check out the Daily Dank on YouTube as well. He's part of the Mod Squad network. I do believe that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying, keep it retro, everybody.
See ya.